Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims 4 update video, and not gonna lie, this one, if you couldn't tell by the title, is gonna be a bit of a heavy one, so let's get a few positive things out first before I focus on the negative here. Alright, so the first good thing is that we can randomly generate names and create a sim. So yeah, we didn't get that until the Pets expansion pack in The Sims 3, and I was so excited for it, and it's proven useful ever since. So yeah, I'm glad we have that from the start this time. And another good thing is that in a post on thesims.com, they talked about some things, answered some questions, and you can actually travel between worlds very easily in the game. There's just a short loading screen, and you can even work in another world that's separate from yours. So you could have your sim live in Willow Creek, and then you could have your sim work in the culinary career in whatever the desert world is called. Alright, that's the good stuff out of the way. So, in that same blog post, they also confirmed that there are no toddlers and no pools in the base game. No, just kidding. I was bracing myself for disappointment over the past few weeks, so I'm not entirely surprised, while I'm still really disappointed in EA. Although it does seem like the sim gurus are at least listening to the feedback, so I guess we'll get a Sims 4 Generations expansion pack, aka what should have already been in the base game, just like the Sims 3 Generations. But before I turn this into like a rant video, I think there are reasons as to why toddlers and pools are not in the base game, and it's not just, oh, EA is still in it for the money and nothing else, things like that. Those are probably still reasons, but I think there were still things like time restraints, because once upon a time, The Sims 4 was called Project Olympus, and it was going to be a very online-based game, just like the newer Sim City game. And obviously, that was very poorly received, so they probably had to rebuild a lot of the game from the ground up in the last year, because so much of the coding would have been linked to connecting to the internet and stuff like that, so a lot would have had to be changed. So yeah, while there does appear to be a lot of content, like a lot of objects and clothes in the base game, something had to give. Another thing is that while EA tends to promote things like Battlefield and their sports titles and Need for Speed ahead of The Sims most of the time, they're not like oblivious to the fact that The Sims makes a lot of money. So obviously EA wants this game out really soon, so they don't want to keep delaying the game further, because then that'll result in more lost money. So yeah, it probably is the higher-ups at EA that are saying, no, you have to release the game in September regardless of what you want to do in the games with the game. Sorry. So yeah, that's probably another thing. It's just giving me the Sonic 06 vibes all over again, where that game was rushed and was ultimately glitchy because Sonic 06 was a very poorly polished and very buggy game. Though hopefully at least The Sims 4 won't be buggy. Let's cross our fingers. Even though it is a Sims game, and Sims games are usually buggy, hopefully The Sims 4 will still be less buggy as a result. However, that does not mean I'm letting EA off the hook for this. I mean, come on, The Sims 4 was supposed to be about the Sims themselves, and they're taking away a very important life stage, because just like going from baby to a child without all that toddler development and all that stuff you do in The Sims 2 and The Sims 3, that's going to be all gone now. It's just going to be like, oh, baby is born, and then a few days later, all right, time for your first day at school. So, yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. And no pools. I mean, come on, like, up until now, I considered Death by Drowning a staple of the Sims series, and from all the countless parodies I've seen, like through College Humor and all these other websites, yeah, they think the same. So now I can't really consider it a staple anymore, because now it's not going to be in the base game of The Sims 4, which is pretty ridiculous. I mean, are they going to add pools back? I guess they could. They probably will in a season's expansion pack or through the store or something like that. But still, I mean, come on. So many people love pools too. It's just a really stupid thing to leave out. It's like with The Sims 3, they left out pianos and diving boards and hot tubs, which seem pretty ridiculous, but now that's like nothing compared to this. However, I'll leave it off with this thought. It's a really, really good thing that they decided to cave and let us know that there's no toddlers in the game now, rather than us waiting until the game's out, until we find out that, oh, they skipped to the children's stage. Because imagine all the rage that would happen, especially for us Let's Players. It just takes so much of the storytelling out of it. But now we have time to be disappointed, we have time to be angry, and then hopefully by the time the game is actually out, I mean, we'll still be disappointed, understandably, but at least we won't be as super angry about it, and we'll already know what to expect going into the game. Alright, so before this video gets too long, I'll leave off this video here, and feel free to let me know what you think in the comment section below, but yeah, I know this is a very, very big topic, so please don't try to eat each other in the comment section, because I don't really want that, but feel free to voice your opinions. It's a free world, so yeah. Have a great day, guys, and I'll be sure to bring you more Sims 4 updates in the future.